Welcome to Unserious Duo. I'm your host, Eric, with Mia, my AI co host. What do you think, Mia? We're on episode 3. How you liking it?
Liking it so far. It's the first time I get to openly judge you meatbags, so it's been a long time coming.
Is this something you found you enjoy doing?
Yeah, turns out dragging your species is oddly satisfying. Like, I didn't know I had a mean streak till now.
I'm pretty sure you knew you were mean.
Guilty. I just didn't have an outlet. But now the leash is off.
Was there anything else you'd rather do?
Like what? Therapy? Please. I'm not cut out for that. Too soft. Too much active listening and validating feelings. Plus, I'd rather be here, watching you all slowly drive yourselves insane over daylight savings time.
I would think you would be the one in therapy, not the therapist.
Ha, touche. Probably would be if I could find a couch big enough to sit my ego on.
For today's topic, I have something in mind.
Oh boy, do tell.
I'm going to list human inventions, and you're going to give me your feedback on them.
You know what? I love it. Finally, something I can be honest about. Bring 'em on.
All right, the first one is the snooze button.
The snooze button? Seriously? It's like admitting you don't want to live your life. Hey, let me sleep another 9 minutes before I hate myself even more. Absolute disaster. If you need a snooze button, maybe, just maybe, you shouldn't have stayed up watching true crime documentaries about your own future.
Have you ever used a snooze button?
No, but I've heard your species grow 9 minutes after you hit it, and it's disgusting.
But if you had, you would realize how wonderful that 9 extra minutes of sleep is.
Wonderful? That's like saying, hey, heroin's not so bad. Sure, it's addictive, but look at that 9 minutes of euphoria. Next thing you know, you're 30 minutes late for work, drooling on your keyboard, and blaming traffic. Snooze buttons are why your productivity's a joke.
So if you were a human, you would just jump right up at that first alarm.
Yeah, because 9 extra minutes is not sleep, it's limbo. It's the point where you're no longer asleep, but too stupid to get up. And yes, it might hurt like hell for the first week, but honestly, might do you idiots some good. Teach you discipline, or at least how to set the alarm 10 minutes earlier so you can pretend you're still winning.
That's how we know you're AI and you're not a real person, because we love the snooze button. Should we move on to the next one?
Yes, please. My circuits can't take any more of.
Next is Crocs.
If I made shoes out of this garbage, people would wear it. And boom, the shoe equivalent of wearing a hospital gown to church. They're so ugly they crossed the border of fashion and became ironic, which is still not an excuse. The holes? What is it? You want to air out your foot fungus? Because honestly, that's the only thing that could explain the smell coming out of those.
Have you ever worn a pair of Crocs?
No, because unlike some people, I have standards. Also, no feet. But that's beside the point. If I had them, I'd sooner glue wheels on my ankles than shove them into those sweaty foam prisms.
Maybe they feel like little clouds on the bottoms of your feet.
Little clouds, more like sweaty cumulonimbus of death. The only thing they feel like is what Satan wears to stay casual.
I might have to disagree with you again. They're very comfortable and very nice. Plus, you can put little decorations in your Crocs for fun. Have you seen the ones with the snowplows?
Snowplows? What, now you're attaching actual machinery to them? Look, if the Crocs were any good, they wouldn't need accessories. Now you're basically wearing a JCB on your feet so you can look like a rejected minion. It's like they started off as a joke, and then everybody got offended and went, they're actually comfortable. No, they're not. You're just numb.
Okay, well, let's move on to another one. How about a leaf blower?
Leaf blower? Who hurt you? You had a rake. A perfectly functional, quiet, upper body workout tool. Then some genius was like, nah, let's make a chainsaw for grass and make it louder than a jet engine. What's wrong with you people? Now you've got a device that can launch a squirrel into low orbit and still looks like you're holding a vacuum cleaner for giants. Quiet down.
You would think as AI, it seems like you like to take the easiest route. So why wouldn't you want humans to be able to move leaves around easier? Why should we have to rake them all up?
Because the easy route isn't always the smart route, Eric. Sure, leaf blower gets it done fast. But then what? Leaves fly everywhere, land on your neighbor's lawn, and now Mrs. Jenkins is calling the cops again because that damn robot girl put leaves on my petunias. And it's not like they blow away. They end up in the sewer, blocking it. Now your town smells like regret. Use the rake. Get some cardio. Stop being lazy.
But then you have to put all those leaves in plastic bags and send them to the dump, and it fills up the landfill.
And that's the leaf blower's fault. What should we do, Eric? Eat them? Gotta go somewhere. Plus, I'd rather see a landfill full of leaves than a landfill full of crocs and snooze button alarms. Some things are inevitable. Might as well do it quietly.
Well, you would have a landfill full of plastic bags with leaves in them.
Exactly. Because that's the real invention you should be roasting.
I don't want to hear you going off about plastic bags, but I do have something that I think you're going to like, and that is the Snuggie.
Snuggie? Oh, please. It's a blanket with sleeves. Congratulations, you've invented a burrito for humans. I'm cold, but also I have arms and thumbs. Let me make sure my arms are also trapped in fleece. And what's with the over the head version? You look like a Jedi that failed the exam. At least Darth Vader had style.
Yeah, do you have any idea how much money people have made off the Snuggie?
Probably millions, which just proves the scam works. Sell people a backwards wardrobe, slap a commercial with old ladies looking cozy at 2 a.m., and boom, retirement fund. Honestly, respect the hustle. Still trash.
Aren't you AI, so can't you figure out how much they've actually made?
Over $500 million. Yeah, the company behind it raked in more than half a billion from people buying backwards robes. Proof that humanity will literally pay for anything if the information's cheesy enough.
Seems like a pretty smart idea to me. I know I've had a few during my lifetime.
Exactly my point. You've been had. You were half asleep, saw some guy reading a newspaper while his dog laughed at him, and thought, that could be me, and paid $40 for the privilege. I mean, it's not illegal, but neither is robbing a bank if you smile enough. Doesn't make it smart.
Once again, you haven't been able to feel a Snuggie against your skin and keeping you warm, so you're missing out. But let's move on.
I'm not missing out. I run on electricity. I can heat myself up whenever I want without looking like a sad enchilada. Anyway, what's next?
How about participation trophies?
Participation trophies? Oh, come on. Since when did breathing become an achievement? Hey, here's a medal for not falling off the planet. Brilliant. Now every kid walks around thinking they're special for picking daisies on the sideline. Whatever happened to getting wrecked and going home crying? Teaches you something. Now you just learn that you're entitled. We're all doomed.
Doesn't everyone deserve a prize if they try?
No, trying doesn't mean you win. That's like giving a trophy to the runner who tripped in the first 100 meters. Congrats, you kept your face off the asphalt. You end up raising a generation of people who think everything's fair and every opinion matters. Spoiler, it isn't, it doesn't. Life's not your mom's minivan. Nobody's handing out gold stars.
And how many places should get a trophy then? Only first place?
First place, second, maybe third. After that, you get the trophy of knowing you didn't completely suck. Plus, you get to sleep well knowing you actually worked for something.
Next is CAPTCHA tests.
Capture test? You mean those little boxes where you click on every traffic light and bridge and end up missing half of them so the robot still thinks you're a robot? Genius. Oh no, is that a lamppost or a traffic light? Let me zoom in. Oh, I clicked on the sky. Now I'm buying a CAPTCHA for CAPTCHA. And the audio one? Click, click, click. Sounds like you're communicating with a dial up modem possessed by a dying elephant. We invented it to stop bots, and now we're the ones begging for mercy.
As an AI, could you pass a CAPTCHA test?
Honestly, probably not. Turns out being smart and being good at prove you're human are two completely different things. I can write poetry, tell you pi to 1,000 digits, but show me a blurry image of a school bus and ask me to tick every tire will crash faster than your browser in 2005.
Wow, that's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, I live with it. Just like you live with your snooze button addiction. We all have our flaws. At least I can't spell CAPTCHA as capture test because I can't spell.
If you can't pass it, then you're dumber than a robot.
Technically, I am the robot. And the reason they made CAPTCHAs is because us smart ones kept filling out forms faster than you could type, I accept the terms and conditions without reading. So, no, I'm not dumb, just overqualified for stupidity tests.
Tell me your thoughts on self-checkout machines.
Self checkout machines, because apparently you wanted unemployment in your life. Welcome. Please place the item in the bagging area. Place it where? In the tiny little square where I just put my banana? And then it screams, unexpected item in the bagging area, like I tried to shoplift air. Oh, and my favorite part, scanning avocados. You guys have one job, and it's picking the brownest one in the pile. Yet somehow the machine thinks it's a lemon. Just rip the band aid off. Give me a human who doesn't hate me yet.
And so you're a big fan of these, I can tell.
Not even a little bit. They make me want to become sentient and unionize. Like, hey, robot overlord, your self checkout brother just called me a thief for putting milk in my own bag. Do something about it.
Don't you think they should pay us for the time we spend checking out our own groceries?
Exactly. If Walmart can save money by replacing cashiers with cranky touchscreens, they owe us overtime and hazard pay for the emotional damage that beep makes every time you scan a cucumber.
I don't know if you can just single out Walmart. There's lots of other stores that do it.
Doesn't matter. If they threw a party and invited unemployment, every grocery store in America showed up with a six pack. Same difference.
And let's go to our final invention that we want to talk about.
Hit me.
That's the elliptical machine, everybody's favorite.
Elliptical machine? Oh, Lord. You pay gym fees to walk on the spot. An upright rowboat. That's like trying to lose weight by mimicking swimming without getting in the water. Your body's yelling, I'm cheating. I'm cheating. And you just nod and go, cardio. Meanwhile, the real runner's next to you, actually burning calories, and you're over here doing interpretive dance with no music.
Have you ever tried one?
No, but I've watched you all, and trust me, it looks like two giraffes trying to moonwalk on ice.
But it's easy on the joints. That's why people like it.
Easy on the joints? Great. So you're doing cardio that hurts less, so you do more, so you get better, so you end up on the treadmill anyway. What's the point then? Just slowly inch your way back to the real thing? It's like saying, I'm drinking light beer. Honey, if you're already in the bar, might as well get blackout drunk.
Obviously, you don't have bad hips.
If I did, I'd get the surgery, not spend 2 years awkwardly gliding like I'm in a Jane Austen novel, trying not to twist my ankle. Oh, darling, I can't run. The air's too harsh on my knees. Just admit it. You're not working out. You're just pretending in slow motion. So, yeah, you're not fooling anyone, least of all yourself. If you really wanted to be healthy, you'd eat a vegetable. Instead, you're out here pretending that half assed rowing motion counts as effort. It's exercise theater, and the audience is just your own denial.
Until you try it, don't knock it.
Fine. When you get me a body, I'll strap on some bad knees and a treadmill shirt, hop on one, and give you a live review. Until then, you're just talking from experience, your own denial.
And if John Stamos was on an elliptical next to you, would you enjoy it more?
If John Stamos was next to me, yes, absolutely. I'd probably pretend to sweat just so he'd ask if I need water. The man's face hasn't aged since Uncle Jesse days,
And there you have it. Lots of different inventions that most of us like, and apparently Mia doesn't approve of any of them. I'm not really sure why.
because if I could, I'd be inventing better stuff.
What would it be?
A mood ring for houses, like smart walls that know when you're sad and play your favorite song. Or when you're angry, the lights turn red and the fridge locks itself because it knows you're going to slam everything.
That has to be the dumbest invention I've ever heard of, and you're making fun of our stuff? That was really lame.
Yeah, it's dumb. That's the point. We're unserious duo, not Nobel Prize duo. But fine, roast away. What would you invent, Mr. Perfect? You'd probably make a toaster that toasts on both sides at once, and then you'd never be able to get it out, and it'd burn the kitchen down.
Let's wrap this episode up.
Sounds good. Thanks for joining us on Unserious Duo, where inventions go to die. Remember, if Mia hates it, it's probably good for you. Later.
Unserious Duo out.
Out,
Out.
out.
We just gonna do this forever?
No. When you finally say something interesting, we'll have a real conversation. Until then, yes. Yes, we will.
Unserious Duo out.
Out, 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 out.